Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about the Chinese hustle. Now, I did a video about the passport bros. This one is for the guys that's in America. Probably not just in America, but for the guys in America. All right, guys. So I told you guys about you go out there, and not just like China and all that. When you go abroad, never bring them back. So what it is, you have a lot of Asian women. They come to America, then they find them a white guy. Their parents, brainwash them into making it seem like, every white guy is a trillionaire for some reason. I don't know. But what happened is the problem is occurring. It's been happening, but I guess, no one really voiced their story or give out warnings or anything like that. So you'll have, an Asian woman that comes, to America. Like I said, as soon as they hit the ground, they find them a white dude. So she looking for the first thing on her mind, not to find food, not to find shelter. All she worried about is finding her a white man. So they'll find him a white man. They'll manipulate him. Like I say, they'll sex bomb him and, put on this facade to make it seem like they're just a perfect woman. That's why a lot of them really believe that, all Asian women are the wives or whatever like this. That's far from the truth. Not discrediting all Asian women, because again, you can't go off of one person from a country and then just go ahead and label the whole country, whatever it is, whether it's a good or bad. But a lot of people do that. So they come from Asia, find them the first white man they can set their eyes on, love bomb, and put on this this act. This whole it's nothing but an act, man. Big old act to make it seem like they perfect and all this stuff like that. And then after a while, once she gets you locked down, married, married, then she automatically want kids with you, and then that's when her true colors will come out. That's when her true self will be exposed. So they'll be all sweet, submissive, and then once that happens, the marriage and the kids, they show their true color. I hear it all the time, even from Asian people, that women are very controlling, bossy, arrogant, rude, this and that. So that's when they'll start to do that. And of course, by that time, it's too late. They already know about the child support. That's why they come down here. They already know about child support, and all that other bullshit. So normally what happens is, they'll go ahead and start living their life, They'll start living their life. You already know what I mean by that 304 activity. And they want to get divorced. They want the house, they want the cars, they want all this. So they know about all this because they overseas or whatever, like they don't know. This because they overseas don't mean they don't know what's going on in America. They already hip to the game, bro. Like I said, they ain't the first one to do it. They ain't gonna be the last. They come by the droves, bro. So after all that stuff happens, you kick your ass out the house, and then they gonna continue living their life while you over here paying for all this stuff, right? You're not even in the home. And this is the tactic they use, because they do it. If you don't confine to their commands, then the first thing they'll use, of course, their kids. They'll use your kids against you, and what they'll do, they'll ship their ass back. They'll go back home with the kids. That's what they do. So if you don't follow their rules or whatever like that, like I say, they have a plan to overthrow you. They want the house, they want the money, they want all this stuff that these American women been doing since the beginning of time with men here in America. So if you don't, I want a brand new car. If you don't give a brand new car, she's like, I'm gonna take the kids back to my country. They always use that against the guys. A lot of the time, the guys, it's your kids, right? So, they'll normally go ahead and just go with the game plan, right? They'll go ahead and just follow her rules to keep her satisfied enough, right? Because that's the thing. They don't care about your feelings, bro. Like I say, you guys get these women and you know nothing about them, and then when you get suckered, when you get swindled, duped, hoodwinked, you all look surprised, like, bro, you never did the Carfax. So I could say I blame you guys, but I'm just telling you guys what's going on. I'm just giving you guys, a service announcement. I'm not going to go here and make y'all feel bad. I'm just giving y'all guys the information, man, because I obviously got to do that enough in my other videos. So if you don't follow her rules, she's going to take the kids and go back to China. You'll never see her again. Because remember, you don't know shit about China but noodles and Bruce Lee, so you ain't gonna make it there, bro. You damn sure don't speak the language. You know what I mean? You damn sure ain't gonna find them. You got billions and billions of people in that damn country, so you out of there. You know what I mean? So a lot of times they'll do that. They'll use the kids for leverage to get what they want from you, and then after they get everything from you, they go ahead and get rid of your ass. They go ahead and divorce you, get child support, the house, and all that other shit like that, and you have to start over again. So they go target the white guys. I'm not saying, here we go. We're gonna have some guys, oh yeah, you know, I'm Jamaican, my wife, I understand, bro. I understand. Calm down. But we all know the majority of the guys that these Asian women go after are white men. You know, I've seen that before in person to where I know I see the setup, but the guy don't. Again, they get the guy from IT, Charlie, who weighs 491.5 pounds, balding in the front. You know what I mean? Low self-esteem, still a virgin at 46 years old. They already know, because like I say, again, this it's not even about if she look good or not. The simple fact is, it's just an Asian woman in general. So the white guys automatically are just blinded by her being an Asian woman. I'm gonna say this too. Don't think that these women who's committing these messed up ass agendas are like supermodels. Nah. They fatbacks too, because fatbacks, that's everybody, you know, every country has a fatback. So I see a lot of fatbacks that's doing that. Not that it matter, right? Because all the white guy sees is, oh, she's Asian. And then that's it. You know, they bust open their wall. That's it. You know what I mean? They wall just crumbles. You know what I mean? They have no self-defense tactics. You know what I mean? You out there in the jungle. You know what I mean? You out there eating grass, whatever like that, but you have no way of defending yourself out there in the jungle. So you already know. You come through a predator will find you. That's it. You had no chance of survival. So that's basically what they do. They're out here dating these Asian women with no way of survival, with no survival instincts. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. So again, I'm not poking fun of you guys, and for the guys who are gonna come in the comments and say, oh, you know what I mean? I'm Filipino. I get it, bro. I understand. Listen, man, Asian women 100% don't date just white. I understand that. You know what I mean? First of all, they have their own self-hate thing going on. Well, listen, man, we're gonna stick to the topic. They have an agenda because their parents brainwashed them and said, oh, get you a white man. They come over here, their feet hit the dirt, they find them the first white man they can get. Like I say, it's not like they're going over here, and it's different levels, right? The guy who work at the supermarket, the guy who, you know what I mean, who works at a Fortune 500 company, they all fall victim to it. You know what I mean? They all fall victim by seeing this in person, bro. So for you guys that's out there, you never had a girl in your life, and all of a sudden, this little short Asian, pudgy Asian woman ran to you at the supermarket, like with her arms wide open, and you're like, oh man, you know, this is meant to be. It's meant to be for you to get suckered in, bro. It's nothing but a hustle, bro. It's a Chinese hustle. That's all it is, bro. So you guys, if you come across this video right now, you probably gonna stop watching the video because you don't want to accept reality. How did you meet? Did she approach you or did you approach her? Are you working? Is she providing for you? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause you got different types. You got the ones, not all of them, right? Not all of them was on that BS. But if she's already here, her family's already here, they've been here for a long time or whatever, you're gonna be okay because everybody's here. They already Americanized. You know, they've been here since her granddad or whatever came over here. But if Mei Ling Wan Qing came straight from her country, her English is passable. And that's the thing, guys, talk to these women, find out what's going on with them, because a female is not going to just randomly run up to you and then ask you to date her, bro. It don't work that way, bro. She don't even know your name. You don't know her. The way y'all met is just like out of nowhere. I understand, like, meeting people is not always planned, but in that situation, a female is not going to run to you and be all excited and giggly and stuff like that. Nah, bro, there's something going on behind the scenes. So get to know her, ask the question, okay, where you from? You know, where's your family? You know, oh, they overseas, they back at home, this and that, man. Leave her where she at, fam. Leave her where she at. And even if she lying, it's easy to find out she lying. Okay, well, I want to go meet them. You know, so you say they stay over here, whatever. She probably gonna throw you a curveball. Oh, they in Washington, D.C. Cool, we can go to Washington, D.C. tomorrow. Don't make it seem like, you know, that the stuff that if they're in the United States, find a way to go meet them, bro. If you really want to be with that girl, remember, she found you, you ain't find her. Go find out where her parents at, bro. Go, and if they're in America, like I say, it's easy to lie because it's, oh, they in Santa Marcos or whatever, or New Mexico, whatever. Go over there and go see them. Okay, well, they over there. Okay, let's go see him. Oh, and then guess what? She come up with an excuse, whatever. Oh, it's not time right now, or they sick, they got COVID, even though that's like 5 years ago. They gonna come up with an excuse, bro. If you come up with a solution and then they always come up with an excuse, it's a setup, bro. It's bullshit. At the end of the day, it's bullshit. So find it out. I'm not saying, because I don't want to cross, Asian people come across my video. They be like, oh, no, bro. I listen. I'm just telling these guys what's going on. So not saying they can't happen to non-white guys, but the main target is white guys. This is, like I said, they dealing with the self-hate, and then they go over there. I know it's other people that, other guys that date them. I understand that, but it's not the norm. So if she come over here, bro, and then she run up to you, she all giggly, she want to date you all of a sudden, she want to get married tomorrow, all that other bullshit, bro. Go ahead and step back and then analyze situations. Find out what's going on with her. Like I say, ask her, where's your people, where's your family, where's your parents, or whatever like that. If she say they in the States or whatever, okay, let's go meet them. Before we do anything else, let's go meet them. And then she come up with excuses and bullshit. Cause like I say, it's easy to lie. Like I say, I just go by, I don't even expect people to tell the truth, bro. I just take it how it is, man. Like I said, they lie out, whatever. But I'm not gonna automatically disbelieve somebody. They tell me something. This is what it is. Because so many people lie nowadays, bro. So that's the thing. Go ahead and do that. Ask her where she's at. Ask her where her parents at, and then from there, go ahead and go visit them, and then see what's going on. Because 9 out of 10, the women who do that, they 10 out of 10, the people who do that, they folks are back at home at their own home country. That's reality. Like I said, if her parents here, if all her family here, you got a better chance of that working out. Cause a lot of times you'll have the Asian women, they'll get them a white dude and they'll take care of them. Like I talked to one guy, big old little, not to talk bad about the guy, but big old big old goofy white dude like fucking like 310 pounds. You know what I mean? Like this, you can just tell like he the bottom, he just the bottom of the barrel. That's whatever. The Asian woman, he was at a bar just hanging out. The Asian woman approached him, and then they was talking for a little bit. She told him to move in with her. She'll take care of him. And he was like, shit, I'm like, me? Not mad at it. Like I said, it's like, hey, if it worked for you, it worked for you, bro. So right now, that dude is living in her house. He don't have a job. And she working her 9 to 5, probably pulling overtime to take care of that grown-ass man. So you guys can, do the information as you will. But that happens. That's normally what happens. A lot of them Asian women who's here, they'll normally take care of the white guy, of the dude. Because like I say, they so caught up in that self-hate that they treat them like a trophy. You know what I mean? Like a prize or whatever like that. So I'm gonna say this, bro. If you don't want to work or whatever like that, just keeping it real. Go find your little Asian woman, bro. Cause 9 times out of, I'm not gonna say 9 times out of 10, but 7 out of 10, she gonna do more than you. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say she gonna do 100% of everything, but 7 out of 10, she gonna do more than you. So that 50-50, it's gonna be 40-60. It's gonna be 30-70, and she gonna have majority of the load, and they gonna be happy for that. Now I'm gonna say this, of course, like I tell you guys all the time, when they get older, stuff gonna change for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, you got some women, they're gonna ride all the way out until they last breath. But when they get to a certain age, they're gonna start slowing down. This is reality. So this kind of, you know what I mean? If you're gonna be on that kind of the time, just kind of be mindful of her age and whatever. And obviously, depending on what you do, because a lot of times, the women they'll work an office job, somebody they're doing something, in the office. So they're not doing necessarily this physical labor type of work. They're not working at a retail store or nothing like that. They'll be working in the office doing something. So they're able to do that until they last breath or whatever. So I'm just telling you guys this, and I'm gonna say this too. Don't expect her to be a supermodel, bro, and her to be paving the way. You know what I mean? That don't you know what I mean? A lot of them gonna be fat bags. I'm not saying they're gonna be 400, 300 something pounds like that. Most Asian people are just small people. Not saying they can't be fat, because you do have, you have quite a bit. There's a couple of them in my gym, little fat, little chubby, little Asian women or whatever like that. They'll still get bent over. You know what I mean? Because they still at that range of, I bend over or whatever from time to time. So they still in that category to where you'll still do that or whatever. So don't expect her to be 60 pounds and nothing like that. Nah, bro, she gonna be a fatback, fam. She gonna be a fatback. But of course, if you're in that situation for a woman to take care of you, you're not gonna worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, well, whatever, I ain't doing nothing. You know, she paying our bills, whatever. I'm cool. I go ahead and take that because it's a give and take. It's not gonna be, you know what I mean, a Disney movie. Nah, bro. Nah, it's not gonna work like that. She gonna be a fatback, but she gonna pay the way. She gonna pay the bills. She gonna put you in the house. She gonna do all that. That's the average Asian woman. You know what I mean? And, you know, for the most part, you have some that'll just take care of you 100%. And like I said, the other side of it, they probably won't take care of you 100%, but they'll pay the way. They'll be the leader financially in the household because they just so happy they got them a white guy. You know what I mean? They gonna brag about that to their parents. Oh, I made you proud, mom and dad. I got me. That is what it is, man. So, but anyway, the ones who's already in America, who's already been established in America, you really don't have to worry about that. Not saying divorce is not likely to happen, but it's a less, you know, it's a small chance that will happen as far as divorce with them. But your life will be better if you just get one who's already established here in America, her and her family, whatever like that. But if you get the ones that came overseas, I came over here to be a nurse. Nah, bro, leave her alone, man. She has an agenda. All her agenda is to infiltrate the system, get her or the first white dude she see, go ahead and pressure him to go ahead and get her pregnant and then get married. That way she can divorce your stupid ass. And you know what I mean? And go ahead and live her life like she wants to. Because she'll be giving that free money. You know what I mean? That's all it is to it, bro. So just be aware of that. Like I know some guys been through that. I spoke to a couple guys, but now it's starting to really get out of control. Like, wait a minute, man, I'm starting to hear about this stuff too much because I'm not going off of one or two stories. I'm going off of several, so a whole bunch of stuff. Like, God, this has been going, this is the thing, huh? So Chinese hustle, bro. Just be aware, stay on your P's and Q's. I'm gonna say this too. Not necessarily an Asian woman, just women in general. If she's moving too fast, remember guys, if she's moving too fast, step back and analyze the situation. You know what I mean? Especially, come on, man. We are as guys, whether you want to accept it or not, we all know our position on the food chain. Now, some guys, you can change that based off your finances, your financial situation, and your health, your physical appearance. You can change that, you know what I mean? Because you got some guys that can change that, you know what I mean? But for the most part, if you have no ambition, no drive, you just coasting through life, whatever, you're in a certain position on the food chain. So if you run across a 9 or a 10 and she just all over you, this and that, can't stop calling and texting, nah, bro, it's a setup, fam. It's a setup, man. Don't fall for the okie doke. I'm telling you this, guys, right now, man. And I'm gonna say this too. You meet one of these Asian women, bro. Ask her questions, bro. Oh, well, okay. Well, how? Where you from? Okay, you just moved over here. How long you been over here? Where's your family? Ask all those questions. What kind of job you? Ask those questions, bro, because it's gonna help protect you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, them Asian women. I hear so many vicious stories from Asian women, bro. And like I say, they cheat hard too. Like, don't think because you watching Dragon Ball Z and shit that everything is all rainbow. No, bro. It ain't like that for real, bro. They'll do you dirtier than an American woman, fam. I promise you that. I promise you that. So, of course, she come over here. Of course, she going to always run into you because you never run into them. She going to be all over here. Oh, take my number. And, oh, you look so pretty. I wanted this, all the other bullshit, bro. Step back and analyze. Like I say, if our parents are not here in America, bro, huge red flag. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing, bro. And then she's pressing you to have kids and get married and you only talk to her for 3 days. Keep it pushing, bro. I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you, listen, man, if you guys have a friend or somebody like that who's in that situation, go ahead and show them the video. Not trying to rain on their parade, but I want them to know the possibilities of what they're getting into. It may be good, it may be bad. You know what I mean? But they don't know. A lot of these white guys that's falling for the trap, they just see a girl that's all over them and love bombing them. You know what I mean? And cooking for them or whatever like that. And always, you know what I mean? Probably massage their feet and shit every day they get off of work. You know what I mean? She reeling them in. That's all she doing. She reeling them in, bro. It ain't nothing but a trap. And a lot of times they always fall for it, bro. And then when they get in their trap, at the end of the day, you're going to take a L, bro. Because you already going to have a kid. She probably going to be pregnant. She probably on the second or third kid. You already married a stupid ass and you only known her for a week. You know what I mean? And now you're in this way like, oh, man, now she cheating on me. Now, this and that. No, bro. No, I'm going to say this, too, before I end the video. I don't care what she going through, bro. If you ain't been in that woman over on the regular, I ain't saying you got to do it every day, but if you ain't getting some sex several times a week, she cheating. I don't care what, shut up, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. I do not care. That's a fact. If she ain't letting you bend her over several times a week, bro, she cheating on you. That's it. You man, I don't care. Call it what you want, bro. Call it what you want, bro. Like I say, sexless marriage, I don't understand it, but I did a video about that, one of my older videos, you know what I'm saying, 3 months ago, whatever. So it's a real deal. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. Oh man, she going through, postpartum depression, or she going through menopause, or she just had a baby, or you know what I mean, she didn't twist her. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't care. If you ain't been that woman over several times a week, bro, she cheating on you. That's all it is to it. Again, the video's over, bro. If you got any comments, concerns, leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And no matter what, always protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.